Oh, so, yeah, you're one of these guys just like competitive about everything.
I mean, you got into a real power position.
With the hips forward too.
Crotch out, just like, you want
Are
it?
you recording? Shit. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Lifting with Tom Segura. We're going to do some deadlifts now. And the style in which I teach the deadlift is kind of how I do everything when I'm teaching people how to lift, is like trying to hack people into doing the right thing. Mm-hmm. And the biggest thing is starting from posture and going to the bottom position, so on and so forth.
What's the biggest issue people have?
So the issue with the deadlift is that because it's down,
mm-hmm.
you have to basically leave posture to get the bar.
Right.
And now you have dead weight. You don't have any like reference for how to like posturally get set up again and then pull. So people end up kind of just stressing their low back, stressing all of these joints and pulling.
Have you seen, there's videos of just, lunatics who they're at the gym and they're like, here's 350 on a deadlift. And they're like, they do it like this.
Bro.
And then the comments are like, round your back more.
Yeah.
Like,
dude,
there's a guy who's going like this.
There's a guy called Worm God.
Uh-huh.
That's his thing.
To like be.
They call him Worm God.
These guys are like gonna kill them.
Yeah.
Like horrible.
Yeah. So they call, you could say like a monkey football or shrimp backs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of these people are doing
Cat
it
back.
like it's not lightweight. Like they're gonna hurt themselves. There's another guy.
But the comments encouraging him like,
you keep going.
more with the back.
Yeah.
More stress.
Put more weight on.
More
man.
jerking motions too.
There's another guy who does. He's like, I hit 325 for 10 reps on bench, and you're like, and then he goes like, off of his hips.
Nice.
And you're
Good.
like,
Yeah, that's not benching.
You're not doing
but
that.
But also, I kind of like the idea of fueling the cognitive dissonance.
Yeah.
Well,
it's fun.
It's fun, and it allows for this
going.
like meta meme commentary that's just so much more fun than being like,
yeah.
"Hey man, that's not the right way to do it." You're just like, no, you look sick, dude.
Let them. Also, you're crazy. They keep being crazy.
yeah, it's more entertaining like that. Okay, so what I mean by like starting from posture is we're gonna unrack from the pins here, and so everything's gonna start from the top, and then once we start learning a little bit, we can do some from the ground.
Okay.
So essentially, it's almost inherently not a deadlift now, because deadlift means dead weight.
Yeah.
It's not dead anymore. It's in your hands.
Right.
So you start from this posture, and there's a couple little things you could say, like you're getting sack tap. If you get sack tap, the first thing you do is shoot the hips back.
Yeah, sure.
Now you're loading the hips.
Yeah.
What we don't want to do is load the hips, lock the knees.
Okay.
So it's kind of a mixture of slight bend in the knee and then the hips back.
Okay.
And then we just kind of follow the way down. And I just want you to go to right there.
Okay.
And then stand. So basically what I'm going to do here, I like to do, I think for grip for you, just be right at the knurling.
Okay.
Good posture. And then feet, I would say feet are underneath your hips. So your squat width is more shoulder width. We're gonna go underneath your hips. Again, like you just got sack tapped. Go down, touch. Simple as. And I'll make corrections here, but sure, you've deadlifted before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so basically, as you get to the knee, you're kind of going like this, and now there's that space. Just nice and slow, and try to almost like forcefully drag it up your quads. Yeah, there we go. That's all. Up, forcefully drag it. Feel your hamstrings working. Good. I would say your weight's a little bit too far in the heels. So we can, bend your knees a little bit more on the way down. There we go. Now hips back. Oh yeah. That's much stronger. Good. And what I'm gonna start to do, sure I'm gonna get comments on this, is I actually do a mixed grip. Do you ever mix?
I mix grip if I start to, when it gets heavier.
Yeah. And the reason for that is torque helps it stay in towards you. This is a stronger position. And I do want to go somewhat heavy for you. So I'm actually going to go this way. And everyone goes, what about imbalances? It's just like, off. You know, it's not that big of a deal. So right here, and what I like to think is like there are glass plates on the ground. So you have to tap them light enough or else they're going to shatter.
Okay.
So here. What I don't want you to do, I want you to touch the ground. Maybe I was touching it a little bit too hard there. But what I don't want you to relax.
Right.
So right now these
Keep
are called,
tension.
these are considered touch and go reps. And this is how I base, like at least for athletic training. Everyone's like, don't with your athletes, do not do deadlifts. It's bad for their back. It's all this shit. It's like, this is how I do the deadlift almost exclusively. So I was working with those jiu-jitsu guys.
Yeah.
Football, any sport, and I want to do some sort of hinge and load in the front with a barbell. I start from up top and do touch and go almost exclusively.
You want me to do mixed
touch
grip?
and go.
Mixed grip or no?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
It's and whatever hand feels more comfortable. Yep. Good. Great. Good. Good. 2 more. 1. 2. Good. It's actually crazy. Your positioning, because you're loading from posture, your positioning's amazing.
Really?
Yeah. Whereas sometimes, okay, now I put the bar on the ground. I go, okay, just mimic that, and like people just can't. So it's like, how are we going to be able to train that position if it's really hard for people to get into it? Well, I can kind of fast forward that by training from top down.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then again, like I said with athletes, because I'm not trying to make them into a power lifter, I just have them do top down deadlifts the whole cycle through.
The whole time?
Yep, whole way through.
Cool.
And that's how people get injured, man. It's like dead weight and then kind of yank it and it's just like all in the back. I'm like, fuck that.
Well, I mean, that touch and go thing for an athlete that's not competing in, a deadlift competition.
Yeah, powerlifting.
Like, who cares? Why?
It doesn't matter. But the internet cares.
Oh, well, I mean,
That's like, really... my whole life on the internet has been justifying what I do, why I do.
Really?
Yeah, because you got keyboard warriors who also go to the gym.
Yeah, right.
You don't have to justify comedy because no one does comedy. And if they did, they would fucking realize how...
They still...
Want to coach you up?
Well, yeah, they still want to... I mean, they weigh their opinions, which is fine. But, like, I just don't engage people.
I mean...
Like, you should be able to say what you like and don't like. I'm fine with that.
For sure. Yeah.
But I'm just not going to be like... I'm not going to get into a back and forth about it.
Of course. And that's definitely slowed down for me, for sure.
That's good. That means you're evolving.
Yeah.
The fuck? You have crazy... like,
I know.
Your evidence is your lifts.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I love the internet for that reason. I have a bank of all of my lifts.
Yeah.
I don't have to just say it. I can just put a video up.
Here it is.
Like that guy who's like, I clean more than both of these guys.
Yeah, well, you're like, well, one. You clean more than one of them.
Yeah.
Not both of us.
Yeah. And he's like, in the DMs being like, oh, I don't clean that much. Like, well, yeah, that's
the whole thing.
The whole point.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, you're being a dick for responding. I'm like, well, it was actually kind of cool because I got some plays off of it. Like it was good engagement.
It was great engagement, yeah.
Same thing. Do a set of 5. It'll be a little bit more challenging, obviously more weight, but it's gonna feel good. It's so amazing too, like how good that feels.
Yeah.
I remember my dad would go to the gym and he had such a dad gym bag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like a duffel bag.
Yeah.
He had like such like dad gym shorts and Reeboks.
Sure.
Sometimes New Balances. And he would just be like, Zack, you don't understand. It feels so good.
Feels good, yeah.
Like just pushing on shit.
It does. It changes your day sometimes.
Yeah.
You know? Like, especially morning training. I think it completely can
100%.
change your day. Did you deadlift a lot in your competitive days, though?
In weightlifting?
Yeah. Like, not, I don't mean in comp, I mean like in your training.
In training. That's actually a good question. No, but I did pulls. So I would wear weightlifting shoes, which is stupid to do for deadlifts.
Yeah.
Because it pitches you forward. Weightlifting shoes really only help with squat patterning.
Yeah.
So I would wear those, and I would usually have straps on, and I would mimic a clean pull. So if I didn't want to do a full clean, but I wanted to work on my pulling, I would just like set up like I was about to clean. Go like that.
I'll go like that, yeah.
Yeah. Or I would overload. So I'd do like 110% of my clean. I would do that for reps.
Oh.
So it's all training is once you get to a certain level is just like adaptation or adaptation mitigation. So like you're either trying to get stronger or minimize the recovery time between sessions.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Is she doing more than us? Okay.
Yep. She's got,
No.
yeah, she's got 40 pounds more than you right now.
Oh, there's 10s on the outside.
Yep.
Is there another place
There's
too?
10s and 5s. Yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there. Big breath, eyes. Good, go. And breathe out, and rebreathe. Good, 2. Get tighter before you go down, set. There. Good, that's all. So I really want you to make like a conscious effort to set. You know what I'm saying? So like every rep, there's a space between reps. So it's essentially, if we're doing a set of 5, it's 5 singles is how I want you to think of it. You're not just connecting rep after rep.
Reset.
Then, yep, reset. That's how, all right, we'll do 225 now. She's going up in weight too, so we won't be able to catch her.
I feel like this is
So
totally being done to disrespect us. Absolute bullshit.
yeah. Yeah.
What, you throwing in the towel? Looks like we got nothing but an empty bar now.
Okay.
Okay,
So
keep going.
we can beat her now.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll show you what I mean, but like 5 singles rather than a set of 5. That's
Okay.
how I want you to think about it.
Okay.
So unrack. Okay.
Yeah.
So look, now it's like there's no more technique. It's more training.
Grit, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good. 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 Careful walking it in. How's that feel?
Good. I mean, I could tell, like, on certain reps, I'm like, oh, you know, I should have, like, kind of reset more deliberately, kind of rushing.
Like a lot of this. Okay, so if you do you golf ever?
20 years ago.
Because you're out of practice, you have a good golf shot and you go, oh, I can do this. And then you do it wrong, you go, why didn't I just do what I did before?
Yeah.
That's the same thing with a lot of these, except way less skill.
Yeah.
But neurologically, it's really tough to get rep after rep after rep the same.
Right.
Unless you do it frequently.
Sure.
You know? That's why for me, like the back squat, I'll never miss.
No.
Ever. Because I've done it so much. You want to keep going?
Whatever you want.
Okay, let's do 3s now.
Okay.
And this is kind of what I was saying before as it pertains to like volume intra-set. is sometimes like longer sets can be worse. So if we did 6 sets of 5, it might be better than 3 sets of 10.
Right.
Because it allows you to have quality of rep every one, and also effort per rep might be better. Because the effort might, your ability to push goes down intra-set.
Well, I mean, because you don't like train for competition now, do you still sometimes though do lower rep just for like
yes,
getting it better? It's a better rep
for sure. I just can't think about where I was before and try to match that.
Right, you got to get it out.
For me, it's where I am. Where am I right now?
Yeah.
What's going to give me? So this is why RPE is important for people like us. Have you heard of that term?
Mm-hmm.
So at our age, training age, RPE is important because it's about your effort today.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you were; it's where you're at right now.
Yeah.
So as long as if I'm doing a squat day, 315, it's going to feel as hard as 485 used to feel.
Right. Right.
And I just have to kind of do that. I do think there's a ton of value in feeling something heavy and pushing against it really
100%.
hard. Just like there's value in doing a ton of reps until something burns.
Yeah.
Do as many different variations of that.
Do you do things like arms and shit too, or no?
Yeah, I mean, we're doing a lot of pull-ups, a lot of dips.
Oh, that's right. Pull-ups and dips.
Pull-ups and dips, man. So let's do 3 here. Less reps. More focus on every rep. I think now you're really warm. This might actually be perceived as easier. This set of 3 might be easier than the last set of 5 because you're more fired up. Step up a little bit closer so your knees are touched. There we go. Now it'd just be easier to step out. Good. Every rep is max effort. Good. Big breath. Good. Stand tall, big breath. Good, that's it. I mean, it looked easier.
Felt better.
Yeah. So we'll go up. Now we'll only do 2 reps. All right, so we'll do a couple more sets and wrap it up.
Okay.
Now, a thing too, like, does this feel easier than setting up from the floor?
I mean, I don't know if it's...
Like, does it feel like, it probably should feel like you're more prepared to.
Yeah, I think so.
Because you're here.
You're starting like here.
Yeah, and you're like, rather than trying to go,
Yeah.
It's just a different thing, especially if you did the hex bar thing.
Yes.
On Monday.
Yeah.
The reason why the hex bar is easier is because you get to set up more vertically.
Right.
You get to set up closer to posture. And the way that the weight is loaded, because you can stand in between it, it's the moment arm is closer to you. Anyways, that's fucking nerdy shit. 2 reps. Cool. Okay. You don't have to step back too many steps.
Okay.
Because every second that you're holding onto this bar,
it's taxing you, right?
It's taxing, yeah. Just fucking get prepared to fight. It's a fight now. Good. You got this. One more. Stay tight, stay tight, stay tight. Fight, 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 fight. Good, good. Walk it in. That's it.
All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Hopefully you learned a few things.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Now to run a mile.
Oh, boy.